welcome back to the channel.
Attack! Send Shapi into the depths.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes, my lord.
Hi, puppy.
It would appear, Minister Chow, that you have many talented men serving you.
However, why does Lu Bu not use the elixir?
Huh? What? This sound. Huh?
It's a flood attack! At last.
So, we're in the snowland. I am a bit short of leveling up again, but I'm not really worried about it. Where the heck am I supposed to go? on some bullshit. Oh, because we're in randomly level 16 here. Yo, what's good, Felly? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, back at it again with my boy Zoro. He's become a real monster. I faced what is probably the second most difficult boss in the game, just barely too. It took me like 6 tries. I had a lot more effort against Blue Boo. Blue Boo is to me the hardest fight in the game. Also, one of the most enjoyable boss fights I've had in a long time. The other day on stream. Alright, so I'm worried that I'm getting a bit sprawled here because I have no idea if I was supposed to go. I mean, I'm positive I wasn't supposed to go in this direction that I've been going. Oh, thanks. Oh, it's because I forgot to turn it off. My bad. I have it on in the background. Yeah, I suck sometimes at regulating the music because I know that. You know. Get out of here. Go for a swim. Yeah, I don't have a headphone set on when I play, so like sometimes I literally just have no idea how loud the volume is. Oh, get up here. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I've got my blue set on, like, pretty high, and the blue set helps increase your stealth, the cost of deflections, and the power of your ranged weapons, which generally are not very useful, but it's nice knowing that when I shoot someone before an interaction, I can almost always at least pick them off. To make interactions easier. Holy shit, that guy just fucked me up. God damn. What the fuck?
That wasn't such a challenge after all, was it?
Alright. Gimme that flag. Yeah, sadly I am not doing too hot. Confirmed I don't have the Rona, but that means very little to me right now. I'm like, I don't care if I don't have that specifically, because I really still feel like absolute dump truck shit right now. Look at that man standing there menacingly. Watch, here's what I'm gonna do. That guy wants to gank me. now I can sneak up on that fucking guy. Nice. Okay, so I actually started all the way over there. Have no idea what is the proper path of progression through this floating island of floating set of building islands. And I just want to make sure I don't miss any flags. Oh, whoops. Oh. Yeah, exactly. He hits like him too, like a truck, dude. It's kind of crazy. And he's not like slow, like they do these big slow swings, but then he'll do like this like flying triple swing that like basically immediately gets through you. It's kind of crazy. Oh no, 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 no! You are not all gonna shoot at me. Nope. Fuck me. You gotta be kidding me. I think I fell in like a 1 meter gap. Fuck! What the fuck? I suck at platforming, so making me do it in a game like this is sometimes extra frustrating because I suck so bad at it.
The house was destroyed. I could do nothing except cry. But he kept pushing me to keep hope. We supported each other and just about managed to stay alive. Then the monster found us and took us to Mount Tianzhushan. The flow isn't as strong as before.
Alright.
But it will be cold given the
So,
season.
in the beginning,
So watch your feet.
I could have gone here or here, and what I did, as I am wont to do, is I went the hard way, of course, for no reason, and I ended up taking on all of the hard enemies on the map first, and then coming back around and tackling all of the easy stuff. So, very good, very smart work, Deej. But the good news is that I've taken care of everyone, so I should be able to comfortably walk through this place. And now my only enemy is gravity. and making sure that I don't fall through a 1 foot gap in in the floor and fall to my death in this water. Oh, that's a shortcut. Okay. Okay. So what are you playing lately? Or watching? we just finished watching Severance last night. Holy shit, that's a great show. I definitely want to make a video, or at least write. I had lots of thoughts while we were talking, like Derry and I were talking about it. And I had lots of thoughts. So it shouldn't be too difficult for me to come up with some, at least like a 10-minute video on it, which is pretty short for kind of what I have to say about things that I genuinely care about. It's just that there's only one season right now, and there's very clearly multiple seasons planned. So I don't... Oh. Whoa, guys. That was not cool.
That took me completely by surprise. Are you alright? How weak had that floor gotten to fall so completely? I can't deny what he's done. Killing his master, taking the elixir, stirring up conflict. But that's
I don't know if you saw.
I need to find out what happened. What
Yeah?
changed him?
I had heard that the most recent episode, like the snow, maybe it's a snow episode or something, or like a dark, like sewer episode. I don't know exactly, but I had heard that that episode wasn't great. I'm interested in the Mando, if only because I really did I liked the first season a lot. The second season sort of bothered me by how much of a remember this character it felt like. It felt like it was constantly just trying to make me say don't you remember Ahsoka? Don't you remember Bo-Katan? And then
I won't make the same mistake again.
sure. And that's I mean, if it doesn't bother you, then it's one of those things that it's then hell yeah, it's just free. It's free real estate, you know. But it just started to bother me, I think, a little bit. And then beyond that, though, I was definitely annoyed, and that's minor annoyances. They just get you here and there. But I was 100% annoyed with the fact that they made Grogu come back in the Book of Boba Fett, and then I did watch the first episode of Mando, and then they just don't even address why the hell he's back. They don't even touch it. They're just oh yeah, he's back. Yeah, I mean, it was honestly an awful show. I think it was an awful show. I think they did bad things to basically every single character. They did bad things to Luke, bad things to Ahsoka, Boba Fett. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? It doesn't feel like Boba Fett. Not the Boba Fett that I know. And, I don't want to be one of those, back in my day. Because Boba Fett was honestly never cool. People like to convince themselves that Boba Fett was cool. Boba Fett showed up cool once, and then you know what he did? He got pushed into a Sarlacc pit like a chump. Yeah, and that's incredible. He literally threw one of the, not just his only student and his star pupil or whatever, but literally one of the most objectively important characters in the whole universe, right? Grogu isn't just important because, oh, we're sort of running out of Jedi in this timeline, you know, and that's kind of a big deal. But more importantly, he's maybe the only other Yoda that he's ever seen. No, that's the first Yoda he's ever seen because he didn't grow up in the no, yeah, it's the only other Yoda he's ever seen because he only knows Yoda. Just be alright, it's me or them. And not just that, but he doesn't disagree with the concept of attachment. Like, that was part of his shtick, was that he doesn't believe that attachment is bad. Yeah, dude. Like, Boba was always fake as fuck, dude. He was always fake as fuck. Always useless. Like, I will stay on that hill. He was always useless. And the only things that ever made him cool were the Legends books. I don't know if you read the Legends books. That's like the old extended universe canon. Those games made him... those books made him genuinely cool. Like, he was, he was like a genuinely fearsome dude in there. And, like, never was that again. Yeah, I mean, it sucks that they're not canon anymore. I don't really have a lot of beef with Disney. Like, I mean, I think that much of the movies specifically for Disney were not good. If only because they clearly weren't made with a plan. And it shows. But, like, otherwise, I don't really have any problems. Like, I don't have problems with, like, especially, like, the typical dumb, like Marvel fanboy bullshit where they're like, oh, like, why are they shoving this shit down our throats? Stuff like that. Like, I'm like, yo, chill. Like, it's been a diverse product for many years. I think it's ridiculous to, like, be like, oh, it was never like, it's fine. Like, these things have to evolve. But, like, I genuinely just really just didn't like the shit that they did with, yeah, it felt like, and, like, I have what I guess would call a subversive opinion that I don't really have a problem. Did it seriously not register me slapping the flag down? I don't really have a problem with The Last Jedi in a vacuum. Like, in a vacuum, I don't really have a problem with The Last Jedi. I think it's a fine movie on its own. I think it's a terrible Star Wars movie to fit into a trilogy. It's just, like, not for that. It's not built like that. And it's not really well made for that purpose. So it even more bewilders me that they just went with it, like, as is, you know? But I think Episode 9 is one of the worst cinematic atrocities. Not joking. I think The Rise of Skywalker is one of the worst movies ever made. Because it feels so cynical as a product. Like, movies are obviously made to make money. But very few movies are so clearly, like... Sorry, I was on camera, so I hit it. You okay? Oh, okay. I am washing their blankets right now. Yeah, I mean, calling it the middest of mid is I think, generous. I think it is a smattering of terrible ideas that never really commit to anything it wants to be or do. Because it's too busy trying to please literally everyone who both disliked and liked The Last Jedi. Like, it is what I think of when I think of a movie made by committee. Like, that's what I think of when I think of a movie made by committee. I think of I think of The Rise of Skywalker, a movie that literally only exists the way that it does in order to appease people, as opposed to function on its own as a story. And nah, man, there's no way you can tell me that The Last Jedi is worse than either of the first two prequel movies. I don't accept. What? Okay. Sometimes I will say that these levels also make me feel like I have no idea where I'm supposed to be progressing. Revenge of the Sith good, though. I will say, unambiguously, Revenge of the Sith good, actually. I mean, I think the only reason you're saying that is because there's a really great ending. I think 95% of that movie is straight up ass. Yeah, pod racing was fun. But yeah, like, I would say, okay, I'll bump it down to 90% and say the pod racing and the pod racing and anything with Darth Maul in it was great. Duel of the Fates is one of the greatest songs that ever existed for a movie. Like, that's where I'll give it its concessions. But aside from that, nah, man. Bad writing, bad plot. Like, a plot that literally only functions because everyone is the stupidest fucking person you've ever met in the world. Attack of the Clones, also, just abysmal. Worse writing.
The area's heavily guarded. That probably means my brother is close.
Yeah. And then seeing Mace Windu just absolutely chop the neck off of Boba's dad. Just absolutely hilarious to me. But yeah, I mean, Jango was sort of an idiot in that movie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Literally didn't need to go down to fight Mace Windu. And not just that, but my man, frankly, had the dumbest plan in the world. Which is, hire someone else to do an assassination job where they use a damn poison centipede. And then kill that person with a traceable dart, only traceable to literally one place in the whole universe. Like, why, Jango? Why would you kill this lady with a poison dart that is literally only produced in one place in the whole galaxy? Like, actually make it make sense for me. What the hell? Holy shit. That guy was fucking... Get out of here, you dumb asshole. You should have never come around here. Yeah, I will say that the final season of Clone Wars is, especially the the Siege of Mandalore section and the last, not the first 4 episodes, that was dumb, but the last 8 episodes, absolute bangers. Ahsoka great, like Ahsoka's a great character. Like I have lots of like love for the things that happen, but again, I don't think that they needed to necessarily wipe away all of the cool things of the extended universe just to make that shit work. But I do understand them wanting to make it their own thing from the jump so that it has its own traceable thing, but then to just like not really have a lot of like until like Favreau and what's-his-face kind of really like started to focus in on the quality over quantity. Like, I don't feel like it was in service of enough. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I didn't feel like those getting rid of all that was worth it. And then to say, like, we just didn't have anything to pull from was, like, one of the worst statements I'd ever heard from someone. Kathleen Kennedy. I don't really have the same beef that a lot of chuds do in the community, like, over Kathleen Kennedy. She's just I mean, she has, like, literally, like, unquestionable success. She has put absolute bangers to the screen. So Kathleen Kennedy deserves to work and has proven her worth not just in the industry, but, like, I mean, not just in this realm, but in the industry as a whole. But, like, that said, don't know what the fuck she was on about this time when she said that, like, we just, you know, it's tough. What would we even pull from? What are you talking about? Like, there is, like, unquestionably lots of really popular side stuff that you've wiped away from existence that you could pull from at any point. And then to say that, and then basically do an Heir of the Empire, but worse in the end, is just kind of whack. I don't disagree. Like, I don't disagree that that stuff needed to be cut away, but like, I just think, like, again, like, some of it was like the way she said that, when I'm like, listen, that's just frankly ridiculous. Like, you could have pulled out some Darth Revan. You could have, and I think that's before it goes off the deep end, because I have lots of problems with Darth Revan. Not like early stuff, but like, I think the amnesia plot becomes a little bit wonky and silly when there's like 2 versions of himself and all this other shit. I think that becomes a little bit silly. But like, there's that. I think the Yuzan Vong stuff is some of the coolest shit I've ever read. Exactly. Like, I do like, they are seemingly, their star is starting to fade, and I think that's because people really started to see, like, they started to go for quantity, and they started to make all this shit, and people were like, whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe we pull the brakes and focus on some really good stuff, as opposed to just focusing on filling the board.
A secret path? Might this take us to him?
Oh. I missed a lot of flags this time.
You stand against impossible hardship. So then why? Why not use the elixir?
I was waiting
Yeah.
for this moment.
One series I would have really liked, but they're obviously never gonna do, was the,
The blight of the elixir.
God, it's one of the last Legends series. Fate of the Jedi, maybe? Obviously, I really like the Jason Solo stuff, but they used Kylo Ren and basically did that. I thought it was really cool to see his young, you know, his nephew fall to the dark side in a way that felt fairly, like, pragmatic and was literally a result of him becoming a war hero during the Yuzan Vong, but just suffering from PTSD to the point where he just has to, like, devolve himself into... he, like, logics himself into being a Sith Lord by virtue of his trauma, which is just fascinating. Like, he made a conscious decision to become a Sith Lord, not just like, oh my god. What the hell? Alright, good start. Holy shit, bro. I'm not having a strong fight right now. Hard to hit this stuff. Tried it. Alright, yeah, this fight is like a million times easier than the first movie. I'm gonna lie. I say this as I get my shit wrong. Would you please hit the damn guy? Dummy. Oh shit. That's bad. Holy shit, what the fuck? He just took out like almost all of my health. Oh no. Oh no. I know, I was noticing that he is I was expecting a little bit more effort from her, but was not expecting her to just go down like tissue paper. I will say that I was expecting to by the end there I was expecting almost one turn the fight, but clearly that wasn't going to happen. Holy shit, I thought she was dying. I'm like, are you kidding me, lady? What are you doing? So, I mean, it is ultimately quite a shame that I lost that fight because I don't have several flags, which would make refighting that boss much simpler, and will now be a little bit more tedious because I've got to. I don't have to, but I have to because I'm not that good at this game. Cool. Fucking kidding me, dude. Like, it's very annoying because if you take a red hit, it bumps your morale level down, so that I essentially wasted my fucking time. So yeah, if you don't perfectly hit someone, then you've essentially wasted your fucking time fighting anyone. Like, I essentially wasted my time doing this run. My morale level is stuck at 17. And now... I still have to keep fighting enemies in order to progress. So... Oh my god, there was a flag right there. At least I got another one. Alright. 18. If I can just get to 19 even, I think I'll accept it. Ooh. I said that, but I think I'm only like a kill away. Probably this. Oh, there it is. 20. Let's go. Alright. Let's run it back. He's gonna be harder this time, because I think I fought him when I was at level, like, 25 last time. I'm usually pretty good at counters. One thing that I definitely thought was the way it was, but I had a misconception, we'll call it, is the idea that by investing in blue, I thought because your deflect percent goes down, I thought it made it easier, and it doesn't. It just makes it cost less. So I can do 20% more. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but it cost me like 15% less per deflection on my stamina gauge, which does just mean I can make more deflects. Like, look, like I can do like 7 deflects before my health bar goes to a point where I have to like worry about it. All right. Man, this guy is mad annoying. What's crazy is Tom Jing is his sister. he's just absolutely beating the piss out of his sister. Hell yeah, brother. What the hell is up? Okay, so there is a second part of that attack. Wake up! Holy shit. It's not worth dying over. Woo! Not the double parry! Ah! Oh, that was a super clean fight.
I can't. I won't kill him.
Yeah, dude, just a little sibling rivalry. She just beat the shit out of her multiple times. And then we purify his ass. See, I didn't think he was gonna be the final boss. I'm surprised the first phase, the first fight with Lu Bu is a much better fight. In a lot of ways. For one thing, there's actually like parts of the fight, like he's on his horse and then you knock him off his horse and then it becomes a separate, an entirely different fight. So it's almost like there's multiple phases in one fight. This fight, like, the only thing that happens is like halfway through, he just becomes more flaming and then he starts busting out those. But this time, I didn't get hit by that one very brutal attack, and instead I actually had a chance there. So not bad. Pretty happy with it.
I brought the elixir to Meiwu Fort and was able to prevent it from spreading among the lords. Yet I was still unable to pin down Yuji. So in my desperation, I risked everything.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I stole the elixir. I figured if I sat on it without using it myself,
physically,
he would eventually show his face.
I have, like, body aches and stuff
And it worked.
that already add to my normal like, pains. Kind of
I came
sucks.
one step short. You
I
bested
want that
me.
Lu Bu helmet.
Perhaps you can
I don't
take
normally
Yuji
wear
down.
any helmet. I
The
probably still won't.
responsibility of bringing an
I mean, I
end to
wear
the
them,
spread
but I
of
just don't have
demonic
them
chi
showing.
is in your
Or I like
hands
his
now.
his fit, but one thing the game does not convey well is that apparently years pass during this this game, which, I mean, it is the Romance Kingdom, so like it takes place over like 20 years, but yeah, just it's funny how like they don't really convey that
Go
well
on.
within the game.
Yuji down. But beware of Yuanshaft too. And keep my sister safe.
Brother.
Dang, his last words weren't even to his sister.
How strong you've
Oh,
become.
finally. Okay, good. I was like, damn, bro, his last words he sent to the dude that doesn't speak behind his sister.
General Lu was determined to not let you get involved. He fought a long, hard, and lonely fight.
Incredible. Yeah, some of the cutscenes are really tight. Some of them look like PS4, PS3-ass cutscenes. Not so much in the full release, but I remember the first cutscenes I saw in the demo. I was like, this does not
What's
look
going
good.
on here?
Minister Chow has retreated! You should do likewise!
The elixir is in there still.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I know this is like terrible timing or whatever, but
Seems
like,
not only
since
true
you're gonna
prophets,
die, can I use
but
that
many of our
hat?
other
Because it
cities
is
have
pretty
fallen to
sick.
Wenshao as well.
And I don't know where my brothers are.
General Guan. If you have no objections, how about staying with Minister Cao for the time being? It will not be easy for you to search for General Liu until these enemy forces are defeated.
I'm sorry, but why are we telling one of the
I could see
most
General
famous
Yuan's
strong
star falling.
soldiers in the world, Guan
And 3
Yu?
new stars have risen up.
Well, you should hang back so that we can get rid of people first. Like,
What might
let
this
him on the field,
portend?
bro. Dude's a legend. He an all-star. He an all-star. All right, give me oof. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and take 5. But appreciate you, and stick around.